Good evening. I'm going to put up a very quick video there on um, kind of using serial data that will be coming in from the Arduino, but we'll be able to see it in our Python scripts over here. Okay. Um, shut up, shut up, shut up. Now, so to get started with this, we will just very quickly go through our Arduino sketch here. And this is all kind of normal here. Yeah, just beginning stuff. And this, I think, is the rate at which the stuff is being put to the serial. If we wanted to go up that high, sorry, how quickly it's reading stuff and putting stuff out there. Okay, if we wanted to go that high, we can. This thing here, so we're defining sensor value here, or we are saying that it is analog read and it's pin A0. So if I bring this window here in, I think we can probably get some picture-in-picture happening. And my white cable here, you might just be able to make out, depending if you're good at the geography of an Arduino, is going down there to A0. And that's an analog pin. So that all seems okay. I might try and make this a little bit bigger for you guys so you can see it. Okay, right. So yeah, and then we're printing sensor value to the serial, and we are going to delay every second. So it'll do it so every 1,000 milliseconds or every second it'll put something up onto the serial port. So let's put that onto the Arduino first of all. Make sure it goes on okay. So we're looking for a kind of a flash down here to make sure it's gone on, and we're looking for some information down here as well. Okay, so that seems to have gone on okay. I was looking down here, so I may have missed a flash here. Okay, so let's just check that it's actually putting stuff onto the serial monitor. So if I go up here, Tools and Serial Monitor, and I can drag this in for you guys to see. We can see the values there, and hopefully there won't be some massive video lag. So if I rotate this thing here, we should see the values changing, and yes, there we go. So it's down to 0, and if I bring it back up to the other side, it should be at 1024, I think. 1023, oh yeah, because it starts at 0. Okay, so yeah, that all seems fine. Let's put it into a more exciting value, something around there. 666 would have been quite exciting, but it's 616. So yeah, so that seems to be working fine. So I'm going to park this to one side, and then we'll start taking a look at Python. Now I don't think Python will be able to open the serial. We'll be able to read stuff off the serial if this is reading stuff off the serial. Okay, I think only one thing can look at it at a time. So I think we need to close this. So I'm going to close it there. Now, so I'm going to import serial, and that would be just like I'm going to import random, import serial, serial port. So that's giving me access to the serial functionality, and I define this. Sorry, I don't define. I set this variable called serial port to be this thing here. Okay, so I'm saying that my serial port is this thing. Okay, so it's COM17 for me. That will change depending on the way you have your Arduino set up. If we come up here, we can take a look and see that my Arduino Uno is on COM17. Okay. Now, we want to actually start getting some information down, so I'm going to call it serial value, and this will be the thing that we're actually going to print out. So that's going to be called serial port. Control C. So it's this guy here, and it's read line. So it's reading a single line of what the Arduino is churning out. And we want to take a look at this so we can print out. Print serial value. Control C on him, into there, Control V, close him. And if I do this, remember we F it at 616, I think it was, And there we go. We see something a bit like 616. It is shrouded in this stuff here as well, okay? Now this is just the way the Arduino encodes information that goes onto the serial and the way Python reads that coding, okay? So it's not doing a very good job of it. What would be much nicer would be if we just had the 616. That's really what we're looking for. So I'm going to, instead of printing it out there, I'm going to print out, let's call it something like numeric. So let's aim for numeric number value. Number value, that's number, is it? Okay, anyway. So we have serial value. That's a terrible name for a variable. Sorry, these things do matter for clarity. So let's call it serial value do you know what? We will change this one up here to be extra. So it has a lot of extra stuff. And we'll just call this one down here serial value. So I'm going to say serial value is equal to, and I'm going to turn this guy here into a string first of all. So to do that, we do str, we go Control V, we can do that. Okay, so this currently is not actually a string. If we did a type on that, it would not be a string. It would be something other than a string, okay? I won't get too worried about what it is, but it's definitely not a string. So let's run that and see what we get. Everything still seems to be working. And if I change this thing here, I should get a different value. So that's all still working nicely. Now, if I do string value 0, it's going to hopefully print out the first or the 0th part of the serial value extra. So that's fine. It would be nice if we got rid of that stuff. So if the B is 0, this quotation or this apostrophe here, that must be 1. So we want to take the string from 2 onto, let's just take a look at what -1 gives us. So that gets us down to the n. So the n would be -2. This backslash would be -3. The or would be -4. This backslash would be -5. And that gives me 381. That's, yeah, so something probably happened here slightly. Something warmed up or something like that. Now, if we change this over to here, let's see what that gives us. So we can get single-digit values, which is good. Can I try and get a 2-digit value? 2-digit value. Can I get, I saw a 3-digit value. Can I get the 4-digit value all the way over here? Remember, that's 1023, I think we're looking for. And it's coming up nicely there, okay? So that's fantastic. Now, so let's see how we would use this. So we obviously won't use it like this because this is a shocking thing, but I just want something quick and easy to do here. If serial value is less than 400, print. Oh, I'm going to get an error here. Can I even spot what my error will be? I'm comparing serial value with an integer here, and serial value is currently a string. So I think I need to change that to an int or a float. I'm going to change it to an int because we seem to be dealing with whole numbers. Else print else print something or other. Don't buy gas. Oh, Sorry, my deepest, sincerest apologies. Okay, so if it goes less than 400, it should hopefully print out buy gas, and if it hasn't gone less than 400, it will hopefully print out don't buy gas, and it's doing it. Okay, so let's run this. So it'll constantly do this. So it's currently saying buy gas, buy gas, buy gas, buy gas. Or sorry, it's currently saying don't buy gas. Fell into my own trap there. And if we change the value, it should rotate somewhere where it'll tell me not to buy gas, or where it will tell me to buy gas. Hopefully this will work. Oh, sorry. It's not working because all of this stuff here has been calculated once and not actually in the loop. Control X. And so if we stick it into there, Control V and Tab, and we don't need him anymore. And there we go. This should work this time. Sorry about that. It's good to make these mistakes. So don't buy gas, don't buy gas, don't buy gas. And if we go over here, there comes a point where you will actually have to buy gas. And if we go above that point again, you don't have to buy gas. And if you go below it, you have to buy gas. And if you go below it, you don't have to buy gas. And okay, so you can see what's happening there. Okay, so we're using serial information to change Python code. Now, obviously, this is always going to be true. So I'm going to have to do this thing here to stop it. Okay, so that's some nice code there. And what I really want you to appreciate is that there's nothing really too difficult here at all. You saw me dealing with the usual errors that you would get about ints and string slicing. We covered loads of that in computer science class. And this is probably the weird stuff here, the new stuff that we haven't seen in computer science class. Serial and this function here, okay? And this function here. But we can kind of guess what readline is doing. And this is basically just saying you have to go to COM17 to get your information. But you would have seen import and things like that before, okay? So, yeah, thanks guys, and I will see you, probably see you tomorrow.